Okay, I want you to keep in mind Malachi 3 and 6 as you listen to this. It says, "For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." Alright, let's get back and let's look at Egypt in Genesis. Now, I've already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And now I got 1, 2, we're just going to do it. So the first one we're going to go to is Genesis 42, 1 through 3. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, "Why do ye look one upon another?" And he said, "Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die." And Joseph, 10 brethren, went down to buy corn in Egypt. Alright, we want to go to chapter 43. And we want 2. And it came to pass, when they had eaten at the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their fathers said unto them, "Go again, buy us a little food." We want to skip down to 15. And the man took that present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and arose up and went down and stood before Joseph. Alright, we want to go to 45. Now I'm just reading the word Egypt. Anywhere there's a word Egypt. Alright, we want 45 and 4. And Joseph said unto his brethren, "Come near to me, I pray you." And they came near, and he said, "I am Joseph your brother, whom ye sold unto Egypt." Alright, now we're going to go down from 8 to 26. Alright, number 8. "So now it was not you that sent me hither, but God, and he hath made me a father to Pharaoh, and Lord of all his house, and the ruler throughout all the land of Egypt. Haste ye, and go up to my father, and say to him, Thus saith thy son Joseph, God hath made me Lord of all of Egypt. Come down unto me, tarry not." Alright, now right here I see a problem. He was sold to the Egyptians, and he just lied. "Haste ye to go up to my father, and say unto him, Thus saith thy son Joseph, God hath made me Lord." Alright? So, the thing of it is, why would God want to put Lord in place of him? Can you get where I'm coming from? I mean, I'm not getting why he said, "I'm Lord." Alright, let's go on. "And thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near unto me, thou and thy children, and thy children's children, and thy flock, and thy herd, and all thou hast. And there will I nourish thee, for yet there are 5 years of famine, lest thou and thy household, and all that thou hast, come to poverty. And behold, your eyes see, and your eyes of my brother Benjamin, that it is my mouth that speaketh unto you. And ye shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt. Now, there is a Bible verse that says, my glory I will not give to another. So, how did he get the glory? Okay? And I probably ought to find that. Let me put a couple of these here. And I'm going to go get my phone, see if I can't find that verse. Alrighty, it is in, this thing goes off to Isaiah 42 and 8. So we got Isaiah 42 and 8. And it says, I am the Lord, that is my name. Glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. So, how could he? I have a problem with this because I don't see it is of the Creator. I really don't. I don't see this. I see this right here part as the Antichrist. Okay? I mean, that's my opinion of it. Alright, let's see where we are here. Okay, we're on 14. And he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept upon his neck. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept upon them. And after that his brethren talked with him, and the fame thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come. And it pleased Pharaoh well, and his servants. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Say unto thy brethren, This do ye, lay your beast, and go, get you into the land of Canaan. And take your father and your father's and your household, and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and he shall eat the fat of the land. Now thou art commanded to do ye, take you wagons out of the land of Egypt for your little ones, and for your wives, and bring your father, and come. Also regard not your stuff, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours. And the children of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provisions for the way. Now there's another thing that I wanted to point out here, and let me find it. Thou art commanded the wagon on for your wives, and bring your father, and come. Also regard not your stuff, for the good of all the land is yours. Okay, now, and the children of Israel did so. So now, this is saying that everyone that is in Jacob? Was it Jacob's house? I can't remember. I think so. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my place. And, well, the father of Joseph. Okay, so, is that all of Israel? Is them? That one, 10, 11, 12, about 13 people that I can count off the top of my head? Alright, to all of them he gave each man change of raiment, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of raiment. And to his father he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with the good things of Egypt, and 10 she-asses laden with corn and bread and meat for his father by the way. 26, okay. So he sent his brethren away, and they departed. And he said unto them, See that ye fall not out by the way. And they went up out of Egypt, and came into the land of Canaan, unto Jacob their father, and told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. Alright, now, I also want to point out here that he's governor. Now, let me see if I know I'm pretty sure it's in Isaiah, but it says the government was upon his shoulders. KJV, the government was upon his shoulders. KJV, the government was upon his shoulders. So we're going to go to Isaiah. Go back more. Isaiah 9. Alright, in Isaiah 9 and 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, and the Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. So, okay, so now we have that one done, and I feel like it's the Antichrist saying he is God himself, okay? God made Lucifer, Satan, the Antichrist, whoever you want to look at it. God made him as well. Alright, let's go to 46, and we want 3 through 27. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read down to 27. And Israel took his journey with all that he had, and came to Beersheba, and offered sacrifice unto the God of his father Isaac. And God spoke unto Israel in a vision of the night, and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, Here I am. Here am I. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down unto Egypt, for I will there make thee a great nation. And I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again, and Joseph shall put his hand upon thy eyes. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the son of Israel carried Jacob their father, and their little ones, and their wives, and the wagons, which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. And they took their cattle and their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him, and his sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with them into Egypt. And there are the names. Alright, we'll be back. Alrighty, 8. And these are the name of the children of Israel which came into Egypt, Jacob and his son Reuben, Jacob's firstborn. And the sons of Reuben. Okay, now we're going through a lot of names here, and I'm no good at these names. So, let's see how many they have. Alright, let's go down here to 15. And that will answer a question. These are the sons of Leah, which she bore unto Jacob in Panorama, with his daughter Dinah. All the souls of his son and his daughters were 33. And the son of Gad, oh my gosh, we got more. Now let's go down and see if we get a... Alright, let's go to 18. And these are the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave unto Leah his daughter, and these were bore unto Jacob, and 16 souls. And Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph, and Benjamin. And unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which Ashtoreth, the daughter of Pharaoh, priest of On, bore unto him. And the son of Benjamin were Bela and Becher. And, okay, now I'm going to go on down. And these are the sons of Rachel's, which were born unto Jacob. All souls were 14. And the sons of Dan, how far am I supposed to go? 26. And these are the sons of Naphtali, and the sons of Bela, which Laban gave unto Rachel his daughter, and she bore these unto Jacob. All his souls were 7. So we got 33, and I mean there's a bunch of them here, and I have to sit down and add them all up. All his souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins beside Jacob's sons' wives, all his souls were 306. 306 people. And the son of Joseph, which were born into Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came unto Egypt, were 70. Now, we have to remember that God wanted his people to marry into their people. In other words, marry your cousin. Don't marry your brother or your sister. I don't see anything in here where it says that. But you marry into your cousin. Because remember, I don't know, I think Abraham was married. No, yeah, Abraham was married to his half-sister. They had the same father, but they didn't have the same mother. So, God wanted them to, and here, Jacob did not marry into his family. He married outside his family. Alright, so let's go to, we already got that one. Let's go to 47, and we want to read 6 first. Alright, we're going to go up one. And Pharaoh spoke unto Joseph, saying, Thy father and thy brethren are coming to thee. The land of Egypt is before thee. In the best of the land make thy father and thy brethren to dwell in the land of Goshen. Let them dwell. And if thou knowest any man of activity among them, then make him ruler over my cattle. So now, he wanted his cattle to, somebody to rule over the cattle. Alright, so now we need to go down to 11. We want 47, 11 through 15. Alright, and Joseph placed his father and his brethren, and gave them a portion in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land, in the land of Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. And Joseph nourished his father and his brethren, and all his father's household, with bread according to their families. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by the reason of famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought, and Joseph bought for money unto Pharaoh's house. See, all the money went to Pharaoh. Now, is God really about money? I don't think so. Why would God need money? He can do anything he wants, and he can do anything he wants for his people. Alright, and when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Pharaoh and said, Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. And Joseph said, Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle, if money fail. So let me have your cattle. Really? I can see something totally different here. Eat the cattle. I mean, sure. Eat what you have. Keep what you got. Don't give it to somebody else. Keep it. I mean, that's just the way I feel about that. So, anyway, alright, let's go on. And we want 20 through 30. Alright, and Joseph brought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh. See, the land already belonged to the Creator. So why did Joseph buy all of the land for Pharaoh? Okay? For the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine prevaileth over them. So the land became Pharaoh's. And as for the people, he removed them to cities, from one end of the borders of Egypt even to the other end thereof. Only the land of priests brought he not, for the priest had portion assigned them of Pharaoh, and did eat the portion which Pharaoh gave them. Wherefore they sold not their land. Alright, so now we know the Egyptians did not believe in the Creator, Father God, but yet you have priests here. They're not the Creator, Father God. Y'all can be mad at me if you want to. I'm just telling you what I'm reading, the way I'm feeling. Alright, let's go on. Then Joseph said unto the people, Behold, I have brought you this day and your land for Pharaoh. Lo, there is seed for you, and ye shall sow the land. Alright, so here we go. You're going to plant the seed for Pharaoh. It's not going to be for you, it's going to be for Pharaoh. You're going to start being slaves from right there. Can you get where I'm coming from? Alright, let's go on. And it shall come to pass in the increase that ye shall give the 5th part unto Pharaoh, and 4 parts shall be your own, for seed of the field, and for your food, and for them of your household, and for food for your little ones. And they said, Thou hast saved our lives. Let us find grace in the sight of my Lord. So now they're calling him Lord. And we will be Pharaoh's servants. See, we'll be slaves for Pharaoh. And Joseph made it a law over the land of Egypt until this day. See, that's what they're doing here. They're just making laws. Alright, that Pharaoh should have the 5th part, except the land of the priest only, which came not unto Pharaoh's. And Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt, in the country of Goshen, and they had possession thereof, and grew and multiplied exceedingly. And Jacob lived in the land of Egypt 17 years. So the whole age of Jacob was 147 years. And the time drew nigh that Israel must die. And he called his son Joseph, and said unto him, If now I have found grace in thy sight, but I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and deal kindly and truly with me. Bury me not, I pray thee, in Egypt, but I will lie in my fathers, and thou shalt carry me out of Egypt, and bury me in their burying place. And he said, I will do as thou hast said. And he said, Swear unto me. And he swore unto him. And Israel bowed himself upon the bed's head. Alright, now we have another word, swear. So let's see if I can get it. Alright, let's go to Matthew 5 and 34, and it goes down to 37. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is God's footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst make one hair white or black. But let your communications be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Okay, so right here, that shows you right there that God does not want you to swear at all. And now this is out of Jesus Christ's mouth. But yet, Joseph swore to his father. Alright, let's go to 48 and 5. Okay? And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee unto Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simon, they shall be mine. Alright, let's go on. We want to go to 50. And we want 7. And Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went up all the servants of Pharaoh, the elders of his house, and all the elders of the land of Egypt, and all the house of Joseph and his brethren, and his father's house. Only their little ones, and their flock, and their herd, they left in the land of Goshen. Let's get down to 14. And Joseph returned into Egypt, he and his brethren, and all that went up with him to bury his father after he had buried his father. Okay, let's go to 22. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house, and Joseph lived 110 years. Let's go down to 26. And Joseph died, being 110 years old, and they embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. Alright, let's look it up in the strongest concordance. The concordance is 4714. Alright, 4714. We have Mizraim, Egypt, Egyptian, Egypt, Egyptians, and it says the same thing over. And it gives you 1121, but I think I'm just going to call it quits right here. Egypt, that's it. Alright, let's look it up in the dictionary. Egypt, a country in northeast Africa on the Mediterranean and the Red Sea area. 386,000 square miles. Population, which doesn't really matter. 32,501,000. Capital. Cargo. Official name, United Arab Republic. Alrighty, now I hope that this helped you out, and I appreciate you watching, and we will see you later.